Hello guys, welcome. Gonna be looking at how to make a sample pack in Ableton Live 10. This is something I've wanted to do for a while but never really known how to do it the right way. Um, there's a lot of ways that you can go about making a sample pack, but some of them can be really time consuming and you can get better results working smarter, not harder. So that's my mantra: work smart, not hard. Just work as smart as possible and get good results, basically. So I made this template. I'm going to include it in my course, which I'll link. And this is a new sample pack that I've made. It contains 96 loops, which I recorded over the period of 2 days. I was very efficient in recording my samples and packaging them, because there's no need to waste time. You can just get on it and start recording loops if you feel motivated or that way inclined. If you feel that you can add some sort of sound to the market that people don't have. I've always been infatuated with the sound of like space and like what music would sound like if it was in space. So kind of alien themed, space inspired, kind of Jamie Jones Planet spaceships, kind of like house beats from intergalactic, just different vibes basically. So that's a sound that there is a few sample packs out there, but I wanted to make my own because it's a sound that I felt passionate about. And running Atmos Tempo Records, Atmos stands for atmosphere, and that's a kind of space inspired label as well. I just think it's quite cool. And yeah, I was a huge fan of Planet Spaceships by Jamie Jones when that came out, so that kind of influenced me quite a lot. So let's get into the template. I've named the sample pack SP Space Pack, so that's what it's called. This is the full pack. It's got bass lines. It's got 24 bass lines in it. 24 bass line loops. Here's the claps, some claps. Some cool effects. And these are all samples that I've recorded from scratch. But yeah, no, they're quite cool sounds. I've used them in tracks and they sound insanely good. I didn't realise how good they sounded until I was done recording them and getting them all finished. So yeah, they're really fun to use in like sample packs and songs and stuff. So yeah, it's a top notch sample pack, to be fair. I recorded some pretty good sounds, so I guess I found a new knack. But yeah, there's 12 synth loops, 12 percussion loops, 12 kick loops, 12 hi-hat loops. There's a groove loop, which is just a kind of cool sound, which is essentially drums and percussion and stuff, some kind of synthy noises. 12 FX loop sound hits, some background noises. But yeah, 12 clap snare loops. Yeah, you got some nice ones in here. And as always, you can drag these loops in and cut them up. And 24 bass lines. So we've got some. So yeah, some cool bass lines in here. And you can, use them in songs. They're royalty free. I uploaded them. They're going for pretty cheap. I'll include a link to the sample pack as well. You're welcome to check it out. and enjoy it for your own use. So the point of this template really is you label down here, your sample pack initials. So this will be 2 letters, then an underscore, then kick 1 or clap 1, and then your name for that sample. So it's really simple, and then this was just some kicks that I recorded using hardware, external drums, Foley noises, things that I've recorded around the house, or things that I've gone out and recorded using a field recorder, or sounds I've got from a synthesizer, and then you just kind of get this as MIDI or audio, flatten it, and I got 8 bars, so you can kind of drag, you can duplicate them and stuff, and it's a good size for a loop. If you normally drag loops in, they're probably around 8 bars. I mean, this one's 8 bars. It looks pretty good. And then I've done loads of kick loops, all labeled. So yeah, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I thought, okay, 5 loops of each one isn't enough for a really high quality sample pack. So I chucked in another like 6 or 7. So yeah, I chucked in another 7. So I did 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12, 6 to 12 here. And then I've got another folder which has 1 to 5 for all of these loops. And then you've got your claps, 6 clap ones, 6 to 12. So 7 of those. And then there's hi-hat loops. And you've got some cool loops going on. And you can include notes here, things that you want to write, and then whatever the title of the track is what it's going to get exported as. So make sure you label these. That's quite a big part of this, is labeling the samples. But yeah, these are some of the sounds in the sample pack to just go through. And here we've got the bass lines, that was the percussion, and then there's quite a few bass lines. Some cool bass lines, and you can chop them up and do what you like with them. Some cool bass lines. And then you've got synths, so synth loops. And then you've got effects. It looks like it only did 10 effects loops, but that's fine. Still quite nice. It's everything you need, really. So I labelled them all on each individual tracks. This row here from bars 9 to 17 is just a little, you hear those like demos of the sample packs. So I just thought this sounded quite nice. It's all loops from the sample pack. I just thought it sounded quite cool. So I added that there, and then I chopped it up and made a demo clip of the sample pack, so you can hear things from 1 to 5 and then 6 to 12 all in like a little song, and it kind of skips through, which you can hear that on my SoundCloud. I'll include that in the description also. So yeah, you can get this template from my course, which I'll link, and you can get the samples from a pack, which I'll link. And yeah, so you want to get your kind of loop on between 1 to 8. Everything's nice and labelled. All the bars, get that there. And then what you want to do is you go File, Export Audio/Video, and then you go to Master. You go to all individual tracks, and what that's going to do is that's going to export all of these separately which they've been labeled. You can get them in WAV, and you change your value to how long you want the loop to be. And then, if you want MP3, you can click this on, and then you just do export. And then, you can do like a new folder, sample pack. And then once you create that, you can click save, and then that will save all of the loops in that sample pack. And then you'll have like a folder. This is what the folder looks like. So I'll just get this up. This is what the folder looks like once it's been organized. So you create all these mini folders in the sample pack. So I've called it SP space pack. SP will be the label for your sample label, and then the name space pack, and then you've got all the loops in here. You've got like 96 loops in here, and that's that. Once they're all labeled, they're good to go. And you'll see you've got like all these WAV files. But yeah, that's how you make a sample pack pretty much. I'll show you how I made the sounds, how I went about making them. So I used a lot of hardware. So let's say I wanted to make a new, a new kick loop. I would get a kick that I made. So that can be from from a drum kit maybe. We could get like a 909 kick that's specifically tuned. Who doesn't like a 909 kick? So we would then drag that out, and then we've got our loop. Let's say that's how we wanted it, and then we can just like go in and tweak it, and that's a nice kick. So we've got a kind of tuned 909, which we could use that for future productions. That'd be useful to people. So we're just going to freeze that, flatten it, and now we've got audio. So I'd label this SP kick 13 tuned, something like that. And then you can go here, do Command R, and then that will let you rename. Then you Command C to copy it, and then you go to the 909 core kit, Command R, Command V, and then you've got the title of the loop there, and then you'd export that just like I showed you earlier. And that's basically how I made each loop, just kind of getting sounds or mashing things up or getting layers, and just getting sounds out of hardware and stuff and recording it through my audio interface into Ableton, and getting that into here, and just getting loops and loops and exporting them in their individual tracks. Make sure they're labeled correctly, and export them into a folder, and then in the folder make sure that they are all in their little folders. You just right click, new folder, SP kick loop, and I've got the 132 is the BPM, so that's there. That's just like that, isn't it? So yeah, that's how you make a sample pack. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Peace.